Hello, I'm with the ARC of Texas, and in this video, we're going to do a brief introduction to trusts, as well as supplemental needs trusts, S&Ts, which are also sometimes called special needs trusts. First, what is a trust? A trust is a relationship where property is held by one party for the benefit of another party. The beneficiary is the person for whom the trust was created, and the trustee is the party or parties that make decisions about the money, property, or whatever else is being held in the trust. A trust document contains all the rules of the trust. It answers questions like, is it spent or saved? How much can be spent? What can the money be used for? Who can use the money? And what happens to the property? A supplemental needs trust, or S&T, is a specially drafted trust that allows an individual with a disability to retain assets while maintaining means-tested benefits. What are means-tested benefits? That's stuff like supplemental security income or Medicaid. And generally, these means-tested benefits don't allow a person to have more than $2,000 in countable assets while maintaining eligibility for these programs. So the superpower of an S&T is that it makes the money in the trust or the property in the trust invisible when determining eligibility for means-tested benefits. There are lots of other benefits to S&Ts beyond that. There's money management. It helps avoid guardianships. Some people with disabilities can manage their day-to-day lives, but they might need a little bit more support when it comes to making decisions about money. And the manager or the trustee of an S&T can really help them do that and empower them to avoid guardianship. It protects benefits, as we discussed. It safeguards from predators and creditors. Money held in an S&T cannot be accessed by creditors. And it also secures child support for individuals over 18 years old. There's two primary types of S&Ts. The first one is a self-settled trust. If the money belonged to the beneficiary before going into the S&T, it's going to be a self-settled trust. The money often comes from things like lawsuit settlements, inheritances left directly to the individual, their 401k, savings, etc. Importantly, self-settled trusts have a Medicaid payback provision, and this means that at the time of the beneficiary's passing, any money that's left in the S&T is going to first go back to paying back Medicaid for any expenses that they incurred on behalf of the beneficiary. Then there's third-party trusts, and these trusts are funded with a third party's money on behalf of an individual with a disability. They're great for future planning, great to include in a will, and as a beneficiary of a life insurance policy. These do not have a Medicaid payback provision. Very brief introduction to the differences between a traditional S&T and a pooled S&T. Traditional S&Ts are established through an attorney, and an individual bank or trust company serves as the trustee, and the trust document is drafted especially with the beneficiary in mind. It's very individualized. A pooled S&T or a PSNT is established with a nonprofit organization who serves as the manager alongside a trustee. And master trust documents are already drafted, and a beneficiary must join the trust as is. In a future video, we're going to go a little bit more in depth into PSNTs and more specifically the ARC of Texas's Master Pool Trust. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, there's a lot of great information on our website at www.thearcoftexas.org. Thank you so much.